Hello,
Welcome to
everyone.
the Dream Stream.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to say welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. Maybe that needs to be the intro. Welcome to the Dream Stream.
That's a great idea.
Totally with your voiceover. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you notice, I did post something at the top. If you post any dreams you'd like for us to read, please enter it in all caps with emojis surrounding it and hang around so we can ask for any clarification. So it makes it a little bit more smoother, to do our own thing and for you all to get what you need to receive from us on all that stuff. So
yeah, this is a shared experience. So if you do throw a question in, we ask that you stay till the end. And we're only here for a short time.
That's right.
Do you like how Mama came in and said?
I was going to say, I feel like I was in school.
Totally.
Now, if you
what she said.
Everybody went to the restroom already because it's time to break it
no
down.
breaks. Nobody leave the screen.
Kevin, you got a question in there. Will you be offering your course again?
Offering the course. Oh, the class. Yes, the classes that we're doing. Yes, they will be. I have my agenda here. Fancy that. The end of March. I believe the first day will be don't quote me on this. The 30th of March? I think so. I think it starts on the 30th of March. Yes, the answer is yes. And we'll get you all that info. I'll be posting it on my channel and all that good stuff. So yes.
And anything, I do need to say up front, guys, we will not be joined by JJ, Tuta Speaks today because she's taking a little break and she will be back. I'm sure she's probably got something else going on in between now and next week, but she will be back next Sunday when it's Kevin's rotation to do the journey in prayer that she likes to provide for us. So
and we are so blessed to have her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We sure are.
So, it looks like everybody's starting to put their stuff in. Debbie, how are you doing?
How you doing? I'm good. As you can see, if anybody had seen before, I don't know when you would have seen it. I don't know that you. I'm home. I was gone. I guess I didn't go live so you wouldn't have known. I didn't go live Friday night because I had forgotten my cord that you plug in directly to the Ethernet at my daughter's house in New Mexico, and so the connection is horrible there. So I couldn't do my live stream. But I'm home now.
And everybody asked how you were doing it because I had forgotten that maybe you hadn't said anything about taking it off. We just didn't do anything Friday. And I never said anything either. So then later that night, I was getting messages saying, what's going on? Are you guys okay?
I did cancel it. Was it still up because I canceled it?
No, it was it just people were just expecting it.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah. Thank goodness. Because
no, it wasn't still sitting up there. Yeah. They just knew it was time. So
yeah.
Everything's good. And I let them know on my page that you were temporarily out of order. So
yeah. But here we are, back in business.
Here we are.
And we have dreams coming in, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I had crazy dreams. I always crazy dream when I'm at my daughter's house. Something about being in Taos, New Mexico that makes you dream.
That's exciting.
How about you, Lisa? Have you had any dreams?
I actually had a dream last night that I was moving.
Oh, interesting.
I just did that, so I'm not ready for that.
Oh my gosh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I did actually set some intentions last night. I was like, let me, see what's going on. I was actually thinking about the reading that you and Susan Lynn gave me.
Yeah.
Yesterday when you all went live on your channel, Kevin, and I was in the chat and asked for a message from my dad, and he said that I needed to maybe find something where I can reach my maximum potential. I'm not doing that where I am now. So Of course, nobody knows what that job is. I know. I see.
What
Roxanne's like, what was it? Oh, what was the dream or what was the job? But yeah, so I went to bed thinking, okay, well, let me think about job. What kind of job stuff? And it just ended up being a complete dream about me just moving. I was packing
Wow.
things. I was doing my thing where there are these endless roads up to the sky that go to nowhere. That's
Oh yeah.
my little symbol for a change. Whenever I get
Changes
those,
are coming.
and
But it's only
it even like you know, when you're on a roller coaster, when you finally go down the hill, uh, your heart kind of goes up in your throat a little bit. I had a little bit of that going on, so I don't know. But yeah, maybe that's a little key puzzle piece. So maybe it's time to relocate and find something somewhere else or something. I don't know, but we shall see.
Annie Bear.
Oh yeah, the chimneys. Yeah, I had to do that too.
Oh my heavens. Yeah, that was funny.
It was perfect.
Kevin, I was with you on that. I'm like, jeez. And then when Susan Lynn said, well, I'm like, oh.
I took it literally too, because I mean,
That's not what I was getting. It was yeah.
That was hilarious. And then Lisa knew right away. She's like, oh, Papa's.
Yeah. Getting biggie with it.
But I'm with you, Nana. I didn't know.
Perfect.
oh jeez.
It's so good. I actually had a really interesting, because when you just asked about, did Lisa, have you had any interesting dreams lately? And you guys know that I don't dream I dream, I don't remember them. And I've shared with you before that typically I dream in black and white. Well, last week I won't go into all the details because there's some characters in the reel that I just. Anyways, this was the dream. The takeaway from the dream came afterwards when I actually the next morning. I'm just trying to edit a little bit. I was with a client and I was having this conversation about the dream and sharing, and she knew some of the people in it. And so typically I dream in black and white. And I was re-sharing this dream, and I said something about the one person that I had seen in this dream, and that I noticed a certain color about them. And she then started to share something, and it triggered this memory, and my awareness came back into the dream, and I finally figured it out for me that I dream black and white, and that represents the spirit world. And the color is people that are still here on the earth plane. It might sound so little, but it was a huge aha for me. So then I started to remember other dreams because they were like, remember this or remember that. Mm-hmm. And they showed me the example of exactly that. So it was a huge, it really was. And so that's, I was like, I was totally shocked.
That's fun. And now that you know that information, you can take that and just run with it. You know, that's
so good.
Yeah.
So that just opens up that dictionary for you, Kevin. And so the spirit team is going to use that tool more. They're going to use that avenue more for you.
Such a gift. Yeah.
Akashic, Annie Bear says, Akashic record walking, Kevin. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Debbie, do you have black and white dreams?
I
do not.
I have all kinds. I don't necessarily. I haven't really noticed that because it's all over the place.
Gotcha.
And she's mad right now. She's mad.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
You guys, it's because...
she's nibbling at you.
Yeah, she's mad. Because I was gone, and then I come walking in, and I come running down, and I'm not paying attention to her.
Oh my
God. Do you need to step away and have a discussion?
Pretty soon I'm going to put her out the door.
I remember you and I were together on a live stream one time. You had to physically remove her like 3 times because she figured out how to open the door and come back in.
She sure did. She sure did.
Oh.
Look at,
The
see?
tail.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting it. Yeah.
Sassy. Oh my
Yeah, she is
goodness.
flipping you the bird
She
12
is
different
is.
ways
100%
over there.
flipping me the bird. Look at her.
Yeah.
Luna.
Okay, guys, we're
Oh,
witnesses
lion.
to this.
Wow.
You're witnessing the other side of Luna, and
Right? All right. Well, thanks for putting your questions in there, guys. And it's good to see all of you. Oh, Liz Reeves, why are you gray? Now, see? No? What?
that's a great idea. Annie Bear, I'll give her some treats.
You're blue, James Moyner, only dreams in color. Well, guess what? You're getting a blue rich also. So there you go. Good to see you, James.
There you go. Good idea, Annie Bear.
Martha Bean, welcome. You are blue. And you guys want to get going on?
Good girl. You're a good girl.
Aw.
Are you guys ready to?
I'll say sweet things to her.
There you go.
Sure.
Calm the tiger down. You're just a sweet girl.
I know, she's
You
just-
are. You're such a good girl watching the house while I was gone.
Oh, sweet. Like, don't stab me. All right. So, who wants to do the honors and pick the first?
She inhaled that.
Did she?
Yeah, I only usually give her like a couple. I gave her like 5, and she's like, "Wah."
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
All right.
Luna, we have a show to do.
We have a show, Luna. Calm down.
Maybe Luna would like to do the prayer at the end.
Luna, you want to lead us in prayer?
Yeah.
Luna can lead us in.
Needs a little Zen time.
Mm. My cat is fascinated. Barb, is she watching this whole scene? I hope she doesn't. I hope Luna doesn't give her any bad influence.
Will it help if we all say something sweet to Luna? Y'all need to say something?
Look at her.
Hi, Luna.
Do you hear that, Luna?
Sweet baby.
Hmm.
You want to go lay down?
You're gonna
You're
get
the best.
lay down.
You're the
You're
best.
down in your little beds there.
You want to go lay down? You're the best baby. You're so sweet. No.
She's like, hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
There she goes. Okay. Distraction over. Here we are.
All right, guys. Here, I picked one.
Perfect.
James Moyner, who just got a wrench. Yay. All right. I've had many dreams over the last couple of years about a woman named Kida, who have been with yet never met. Is she my soulmate to be with?
Wow. Oh, Luna's tuning in.
Luna is the fourth person on here. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Apparently.
No lie.
Yeah. Couple of years. Never met. Been with.
I'm getting a you're going, do you want me to wait?
No, I mean, I pulled the love card.
Yeah. And so I'm getting a different dimension here that you are tapped into. You know, a lot of us, we spend our time trying to remember what we forgot when we came here. And so if you I don't know, James, if you understand timelines or different dimensions. I don't have the language for this, but they're showing me like this like a connection and a memory of that, but also that it's almost like, you know, when you get a deja vu because you've already been there, like you've already been, you're like, this is, oh, I'm getting a total deja vu. Well, it's because you've already experienced it on this alternate whatever. And again, I don't have the language. Kevin might, or Lisa might, I don't. But that's the feel I'm getting here. So I do feel that this woman you are connected to, but I do feel And I feel like she misses you. Like I feel possibly that she's like,
James said past life soulmate.
Yeah, like it definitely a soulmate. And on this plane, there's like that connection isn't right now, but it's very interesting to me. I'm gonna throw cards on it because it's got me baffled.
And I was actually thinking along the lines also of not just that, but you know how sometimes the people you dream of can also be a part of yourself as well.
Mm.
And that could just be that soul connection that you have with whoever this past individual may be. But I think that when you're having those dreams, it might also be something that might be something to pay attention to. What is your current situation when you are having those dreams about her too? That's kind of triggering that to happen, if that's even the case, because I think that's something to think about it as well. But that's awesome. I'm all about anything that's a recurring dream anyway. I think that's quite the message.
Yeah, it means it's significant, and that connection is. But Kevin, I'm curious to know what you got there too.
It's interesting because they went back to what I just shared. And so they're suggesting that you take note of whether if it's in color or if it's black and white. So that's the first thing. And I can feel your curiosity. I do get the feeling I'm hearing the parallel lifetime. So it's like I pulled a couple cards and I got the straddling world. But then there's this one's curious to me, the closed door. So there's completion around this. So it does feel, although alternate life or parallel, it does feel like there's completion in it. So it doesn't feel, and this is just what I'm getting, it doesn't feel like it is, it feels more reflective. Although it's still occurring currently, it doesn't feel like it is. What am I trying to say? What are you trying to make me say? It's already done. I don't know. There's completion around it, and so in that, what? Go ahead.
I got the world card, the completion card.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think I'm done. I just feel like that. I just feel this balance around it. And I feel like it's, they're saying that it's created transformation in you. And so it's not to say that you can't have that again, but I feel in that it's more reflective. I feel like I'm saying the same thing 5 different ways, but completion 5. There you go. 5. I'm done.
And I do, yeah, and I feel too that it's important to honor that connect. You know, you are having these dreams, honor that, and send love and light to whatever timeline. Again, I don't have the words for that. Wherever this is coming from, send love and light and prayers to it, and it, you know, whatever. If it just honor by, and that you'd be honoring whatever timeline this is happening for you. Maybe it's reaching out to you here to send those prayers of healing and whatever it needs to be there. Does that make sense? Anyway, it again out of my wheelhouse there, but and I know that I feel that you have real hopes that you can meet her here in this timeline. I'm not sure. And I'm wondering if if you're open to it. That I don't know. I'm not sure.
I have 2 cards that kind of go along with that too.
Yeah, I feel like you have that, that offering there, but it's not all that you had hoped for. But actually, it turns out to be more than you'd hoped for. So I feel like there's another energy coming in. On this timeline and its purpose, and I do feel like it's intertwined with all of it, the whole collective of you, James.
He said, I am open to going to another timeline if need be.
I don't know how all that works, James.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't either. But James, I got for you the Five of Swords over here, and I think this is the struggle that you're dealing with this whole situation. And it does sound like you are seeking love, especially a love like what you're experiencing in this dream, this connection, this strong connection. And with the Three of Wands, that's you looking ahead and really taking that, whatever that past information is, and you are trying to look and find that in the future. Therein lies the struggle again, right? But with the completion card, and like with what Kevin had mentioned, in and also in reference to what Debbie was saying about, I don't know if you're meaning keep his options open. Like, don't let that hindrance hold you back.
Right.
I think love is out there for you,
Mhm.
but just don't limit yourself too much with that. But use that instead to
Mhm.
propel you toward finding, the partner of your dreams, for sure, is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I think that's that transformative highlight that they were making me aware of, and the carryover from that relationship that feels so familiar is assisting you to even have more of it in
Mhm.
this lifetime, which is the most important. So in that, yes, the love is coming in. I just don't feel it attached to her, the one from the dream, but it's a part of it. So thank
Yeah,
you for
it's
that.
linked. There's a
Yeah,
connection.
yeah, it totally
You
is.
think maybe it's reminding him that he is capable of that kind of love?
Sure.
Oh, I like that, Lisa.
Just
Yeah.
like a nice reminder, like, you had it before.
Mhm.
You can have it. You can have this again.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
Yeah.
welcome, James. James said, "Thank you
Oh,
for
Thanks for
all your
being
help me
here.
interpret all
hugs,
this."
James.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Yes. And keep us posted, James.
Mhm. Yep.
We want to know. All right. It's somebody's turn to pick. Or I can pick them all. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys would like to do.
Reminds me of when I was when I first moved to the city I'm in, there was this video store where you'd go and get movies on like VHS, and then they became discs. I think that's what they were called, discs, but it was called Pick a Flick. You just
Mhm.
reminded me of that. It's nothing. It's nothing
Pick a
more
flick.
than just that little share.
I'm glad you shared. Thank you.
Okay. I think, why don't we dive into Maddie Bug here?
Sure.
She has a four-parter. It's a four-parter.
All
Okay.
right.
Maddie Bug.
Okay. Bolsonaro. When I dreamed about Bolsonaro, was that spirit? I was just walking and heard Bolsonaro loudly several times. And what did the exploding orange powder mean in my dream? This was in November when I decided to start writing down my dreams and random thoughts. So she had made, and this is a good example, everybody. She had made an intention to start recording her dreams, and then she started remembering her dreams, right, and having these vivid dreams. So,
Mm.
should I go back to the first one?
Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro.
And what does that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
Bolsonaro.
I'm going to do a Google.
Yeah, let's Google that and let us know. Yeah.
Or Maddie Bug, if you could give us the meaning of Bolsonaro.
Yeah, Maddie.
The former president of Brazil.
Oh, okay. And that was in November. And then exploding orange powder. What was the second part of this? Is Maddie Buck even here?
I don't know. I hope so, because
Yeah, Maddie, if you're not here, we're gonna just go ahead and
Mama Debbie told everybody to stay in their seats.
to the question. You have to stay. We're offering this time and hanging out. He was the leader of Brazil. All right. So Maddie's not answering, so we can move
All right,
on.
we'll move on.
But you don't erase them just in case she comes back and said, I was here.
Sure.
Mm.
Oh, you want me to pick it?
You want to pick another one? You want Kevin to go?
Kevin, you go.
Okay. I'm going to go with.
Oh, Maddie Bug is here. I'm a little behind, but I'm here. I had no idea what Bolsonaro was. I thought maybe a volcano in Argentina. Very interesting. But it was the president. Okay, so
Go back to that one.
yeah. So
I have an interesting take on this that I'll throw out there.
okay.
Okay, so he was the former president of Brazil.
Oh, the exploding orange powder was more recent. It's not attached to the dream. Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's not? Okay, because that's where I was going to go with that.
Oh, okay.
Because it turns out that he is known for his conservatism. That orange, I was thinking of 45. I didn't know if she was cross-referencing.
Yeah, me too. I thought so too.
There, but
that's where I was going with it too.
Yeah. But no, you guys go ahead if you have something. That was, since it's unrelated, I'm not sure. So the orange powder. Bolsonaro.
That's so interesting. To me, it's almost more like you connect it into, because we have all this right here. We have all this information all going around this all the time. Because we're all the connection, the highway. It's all right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in that dream, it was almost like you grabbed onto a soundbite. I don't know what was happening in November with Bolsonaro. Like, so interesting. But I do feel when you hear that, like when you hear someone's name over and over again, it's significant and trying to get your attention in regards to that person. So
it looks like his term ended that following month.
Oh, okay.
The end of December of 2022 was the end of his presidential term.
Yeah. So it was all about that, and they were just getting your attention, which is interesting because Maddie Bug didn't even know what Bolsonaro was.
Right.
But yeah, that's how clear you can get in, and somehow you connected into that line of information. So interesting to me.
I don't know what you're showing me, but when I first heard it, they showed me this ring. And in the ring was, I heard conquistador, or like the like, when they do the bull,
bullfighting,
and the one that's doing all that stuff with it, and
matador, conquistador.
Yes, that. Actually, those are both what I wrote down. That's funny you say that. And in it, instead of the red, they were using the fabric. The cape was orange, and so in it, I tuned into the orange because for me, that's what they're showing me is they brought me to your sacral.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say sacral.
Yeah, so there's that connection with the creativity because they're just highlighting you in this, and it's your creativity, your sexuality, and your passion that they're wanting to. So the maybe the connection with the Bolsonaro is his passion, and so whether that was good or not good, I'm not tuning into that, but it's more of you just really being in your passion. So that's what they're pointing out in it for me.
Roxanne also said Bolsonaro was the one who set up the insurrection to stay in power, just like Trump here.
Oh, interesting.
So there's that cross-referencing there again.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
And Maddie said, trying to get my attention. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like for her.
It's kind of like seeing 11:11 or 1:11 or 2:11 all day long. You see that 11. Your spirit team's trying to get your attention. In this dream, they're going to say this name over and over again that you don't know, because then you're like, you paid attention because you're like, Wilson, what? You know what I mean? And so then you paid attention to the rest of the dream, or we're paying attention. Very interesting.
It is interesting.
Keep journaling, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with us on that question there.
Yeah. She went and got hummus. That's why she was.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, you're excused, girl.
Yeah.
I love hummus.
100%.
That's a hall pass right there.
Right. Thank you, Sharon Sipe.
Thanks, Sharon.
All our stuff.
You're the best.
Yes.
All right.
Isn't Sharon going to be starting something or doing?
What?
Right.
Sharon Sipe, she was posting on behalf of Scott.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. So that's where I got confused.
Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot.
That's right. Or was
saying that something about $40 reading or something like that, I think.
oh,
I don't know, Sharon Sipe. Throw it in there if I'm incorrect on that, but I thought that was what was going on. She was posting something, but I think Scott's name was left off in the beginning of what she was.
Okay.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
It got me confused. It got me. I'm like, oh, Sharon, are you?
Yeah, I think she was posting that on Denise's channel. Okay.
Roxanne says 333. There you go. Maddie says, LOL. I saw 1111 for years. Chakras. I thought too. Thanks. Okay. Good. Good, Maddie. I hope that helps.
So here's one everybody would probably like to hear your take on, guys. How do you remember your dream when you wake? Like last night, I dreamed there was a bee and dragonflies around me, but that is all I can remember.
Just what Maddie did. So going into that, recording them, so writing them down, and you might have, a couple words the first, day, few days, week, and then there'll just be more and more. So that record of them, and then the intention part before you go to bed as well, that you want to actually recall your dreams in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing, Debbie. I kind of want you to confirm or deny this one, because I feel like people get discouraged if they're not remembering their dreams, and I think it needs to be said that it's not a common thing to just wake up and remember the entire dream. Is that right? Is that?
Yeah. No, I don't think it. I don't think it is.
Okay.
However, if you build that muscle, just like any of our abilities, because we're all psychic mediums, you guys. It's just, do you take the time to build those muscles? So it's the same thing with dreaming. It's building that communication highway between you and your spirit team, to open that up. So building that muscle, what does that look like? So what things do you put in place to start working that out? And Kevin gave some good ideas there to put your intention in before you go to sleep. Say, there you go.
Intentionality.
Putting that intention in, very important. Let them know that this is a way that you would like to open up communication with them, and then make sure to have a journal, or you do have a recording thing on your phone. You can just record it right as you wake up, if you're not a writer. And that way, even if it's just a word or one person that you remember, and like Samantha remembered, there was bees and dragonflies. That's important. Write those down. And as soon as you start writing down, sometimes, guess what? Your spirit team comes in and fills it in. And so be open to that. Maddie Bug.
Thank you, Maddie Bug.
Kind. Thank you.
Very generous.
So just make sure to, and follow up and say, thanks, guys. This is working. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
So, but again, I want to preface, even if it's just one thing that you remember, write that one word down. because
And
again,
sometimes it can be something throughout the day, because I say that often too. I can be halfway through the day and just out somewhere, and something will remind me
you'll
of
go, oh.
the dream that I had. Yeah. So that'll
Mhm.
happen too. So, everybody's got their little phones and stuff. Keep your little notes pulled up on your phone. Type in that one little blurb if you want to, and
Yep. Or
save it.
you can put it in your voice recorder if you're not a writer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Back in the old days, I had a little tape recorder right next to my bed. So because we didn't have phones, right? So
Mhm.
and if I had to wake up enough to open my eyes big and start writing down, I wouldn't go back to sleep, but I was able to record just blah blah blah, and that I'd have the recording, and then the next morning when I was up, I could re-listen to the recording, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, and I would write it in my journal. So, but okay, so we're looking at the bee and the dragonfly.
Oh, are we?
I did. Last night I dreamed there was a bee and dragonflies around me,
Okay.
but that is all I can remember. So that's a good start. Sometimes that's what you're supposed to remember, right? And sometimes if you don't remember your dreams, that's okay too. Acknowledge, thank you, team, for the dream. I know that my higher self received that message, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Absolutely.
Bees and dragonflies.
I don't know if I'm getting this correct or not, but are dragonflies representative of loved ones?
A lot of people do. Dragonflies can be representative. Dragonflies are popular butterflies, and when you're around them and they come around you, your loved one from the other side will imprint their energy on that butterfly, so you almost recognize them. You recognize that as, oh my gosh, that is totally my loved one from the other side showing up. Yeah.
I'm having an eyelash issue here. Sorry.
Oh. Wow.
I just have one card for you on this. It says, "When I'm ready, I will." So that's intriguing to me. It's kind of like
Interesting.
your little personal spiritual project or something. It's something really fun to kind of delve into. I think you're gonna, hopefully, what we're all sharing together today is, I'm thinking it's going to really kind of trigger you to really kind of pepper in a little bit more information for yourself on the dreams that the little bits and pieces that you do remember, because I think this is the beginning of something that's going to be really kind of creative for you, is what I'm feeling.
This is really cool. So I actually pulled 6 cards for you. And it started out with the number 2, the anomaly. And so in that, they took me to, it was interesting that it's the dragonfly and the bee. So the 2 there, they're showing me this as the duality. So it's like the spiritual aspect of who you are and the human aspect of who you are. And sometimes in that, we can get cozy in one or the other. And so there's this invite to be in both. And this kind of shows you that duality. In the higher self, I got the anger, I got the fear, I got the worry. And then in the emotion deck, I got the love and the happiness. So that kind of is that duality. And so to me, there is that bridge and that reunion and being in a place of both spirit and human experience feels what they're showing me. It feels really good. Lots of cards.
What you got, Debbie?
I was just, again, bringing those two energies in as well, because there was a bee and then there were dragonflies. And so the energy that I am stepping in with that coming in, it's like the dragonflies are, to me, is like the symbol of expansion or connection to spirit in some way. And I'm not downing on the bees. I'm just saying as a symbol, right? And then you have the one bee that can sting. It can really mess up a whole, you know what I mean? That one bee can really mess up the energy that you're trying to stay in, right? So however this fits for you, Samantha, because I don't have context, but it just feels like you have the dragonflies energy, right? And that one bee can come in and disrupt that whole energy. Who is that one bee? Who's that one bee? Or what is that one bee inside you that may just come against this? I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of where I was.
Yeah. Samantha, are you still here?
That's what I was going to ask.
Give us some feedback if you're with us.
I don't know.
I haven't seen her in the chat.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see
Yes,
you all.
thank you.
And
that's all good because that could be something that resonates with
yes,
somebody
exactly.
else in there.
She could be. Yeah, this is just an example of reading your dreams and trying to work it out, right? That bee could be a part of her that's disrupting. That could be kind of like, it could be a faulty narrative, a false narrative inside her that she keeps playing over and over again. That's kind of stopping her from her own expansion or whatever. So that's what's so great about this communication with our spirit team, because they're here to help us out, right?
Yeah. That's so. All right, Shar, next week we do personal questions on my channel. What we do is we alternate. And so today we are doing dreams, but feel free to join us next week on the couch.
Samantha is here.
She said, awesome. Yes, I am, but I don't, I guess,
understand the
bee issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's something to take a look at and maybe journal about the bee, and ask your team, be intentional. Say, hey, thank you for that dream. Can you help me out with this bee? What's the bee? Right.
So thank you, Samantha. All right.
All right. Oh, I chose the next one.
Oh, and look at this
gotcha.
one.
That took off the next.
Honeybee.
Honeybee.
Oh, nice.
And it says divine feminine, and you're being called on to rise, and that's what the dragonflies are there to help you with as well. But that honeybee, who is a queen, there's some narrative there that needs to be taken a look at to help you rise as well. But yeah, divine feminine, and maybe it's attached to something very interesting. That's what's so great about dreams, right?
Yeah.
It is the layers, right?
Layers.
An interesting, Patricia, bee could be the overly fertile imagination. So not a negative so much, but not a centered, light-filled perspective. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't mean it as negative at all.
Yeah.
It just could be
like a ripple in a pond.
Absolutely.
It could be challenging.
Yeah.
From one way or another.
Cool. I like the simplicity in it. And I think that there's sometimes in that, that is the message, just the simple, like two little characters. It's not all of the, the simplicity. All right, Annie Bear, not a question, but I was told I address large groups in my sleep. Am I still doing that?
That sounds like a question.
This is not a question, but I have a question.
There, I love it. Yeah.
Final answer.
Final.
Yeah, we have an answer, but it might not be an answer.
And I absolutely 100% love your name, Annie Bear.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So lovely.
Okay. Addressing large groups. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. I just had this overwhelming, like, it's like so beautiful what you bring to these large groups. It's something with enlightenment and I'm also hearing storyteller.
Mm.
But it brings this you bring these, you're like the storyteller, but it brings enlightenment to people. I don't know, but and when I say people, I mean well, it could be. Oh, how interesting. I never question how we can do all kinds of things in our spirit form, and that we continue to do that. Let me throw cards on this one.
The word that comes to mind over here is I'm thinking about you're putting in work. A lot of work is definitely being done with that. And I love what you're saying about it, because it feels instructional. I mean, I actually just pulled this card out because it reminded me of this one. The Princess of This, the kindergarten teacher, and even pairing that with the Empress here. There's a lot of love and care that's revolving around whatever is going on with your addressing the large groups. That there's a purpose to it. It's definitely something to because I got the Lovers too. There's something very along the purpose of it. There's a definite connection of some sort that's being made when that's happening when you're sleeping. And I also got the Change card, the Two of Pentacles. That's making me feel like a sort of a shift of some sort when that's going on. Maybe
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I was feeling, that you're creating a shift. You're creating this enlightenment in this group. Yeah. And I did get stars. She asked, is it, and I literally went, I'm going to throw cards. And she said, are they star stories? And the first card dropped out, stars. So
she said, my poems, for example. Oh, that could.
Hopes, wishes, destiny, direction, guidance, success, expansion is what they were showing me, bringing that expansion. Spiritual intuition. Yeah. One way or another, you're bringing that expansion, because that's that expansion and that excitement of this. These stories brought this. I mean, it was just incredible.
I love that.
Instantly, and I wrote it down, was the because I asked who is this, and I heard the Galactic Federation. So, and I got the yes on the pendulum as far as you still being in this communication, and it's like it's that and this layer of you in communication with people that are on the earth plane through the higher self communication. So in that, it's like it's just a beautiful, deeper clarity and clearing around your own intuition. And I pulled the gathering around, so it's all about that community. It just backs up that feeling of the community. There's something about boundaries that they said in it. So both for you and for other people, and then the balance card comes from it. So yeah, it's very much something that you still participate in.
I love your balance card. It reminds me of my change card because they're balancing on these little
Oh yeah,
exercise balls.
interesting.
Yeah.
Looks like something I need to be doing right now.
Set those intentions.
Set your intentions.
So thank you, Annie Bear.
Yeah.
Mm.
Big hug. Keep it up, Annie.
Yeah.
Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So
And-
exciting.
Debbie, this is for you.
Oh, Sissy.
After reading with Debbie Friday, after my reading with Debbie Friday, I had a peaceful sleep Friday night and Saturday night where I feel calm and rested. So thank you, Deb, for tapping into my soul searching.
Yay, Sissy.
So
Giving you a big hug.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for your patience with my lack of internet connection.
Oh, she was part of your anti-cable.
Yeah, she was. And she was such a trooper.
That's awesome.
Ugh, felt so bad.
I'm glad it all worked out. All right. Did I pick that last one? I think I did.
Oh, did you?
Or did I?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
All right.
I think I did, yeah.
Oh, is it Kevin's turn?
No, yours, Deb.
Okay.
And time is flying. We're almost an hour in.
Yeah, you're like you're like, and time is flying, and Deb's taking her sweet time.
Set those intentions.
Oh gosh. Okay. Lena, hi. And I just want to say hi to Lena. I don't know that I don't think we've read for Lena before.
Hi, Lena.
So, Lena, let us know you're here. I don't want to give the speech again of people.
Uh-oh.
Roll call.
I get nervous.
Present.
I'm so here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can tell I used to be a
You know what? If someone types it in there, if they're on their computer, if it pops up that if you just start to type in the name,
It'll show if there's an
Yeah.
option in the room. Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh,
I just can't. I'm always on my
Lena's
phone.
here.
So I can't do
Lena's
it.
here. Yay. Okay.
Lena probably sprinted here.
I know.
Lena's like,
She was going on this too, and she heard her name. Okay.
Wonderful.
I did have a dream a couple of nights ago about snakes being all around me. I woke up scared. Yeah. Okay. That would be frightening, isn't it? Right. When you get those dreams, it certainly does get your attention. And that's part of it. Right. Because sometimes I get the most crazy, like brutal dreams. And I'm like, really? Like you had to go that way to get my attention on this? But apparently they do. So because you remember. And so paying attention to these snakes around you, Lena, can you give us a little more on that? And we can help you a little better. But the snakes being all around you, were you in water? Where were you when the snakes were all around you? That will help. But snakes often represent either you're in a situation where there's people not being truthful, betrayal, untruth. Also, usually when there's a lot of snakes, like if there's one snake, sometimes it's just literally about needing to shed something off that you're carrying. It doesn't suit you any longer. But if you're in a pit of snakes, then to me, it feels more like there may be a situation and your team is trying to make you aware that there might be some people who are not being truthful with you. and you don't want that to bite you. So
She
you
said, I don't know my surroundings.
Oh, so you don't know where you are, but you just know there's snakes. Okay, that's okay. But I'm going to throw some cards on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Dave, when you were talking about the transformation part, I was writing down about the shed. They were drawing me to the shedding of the snake, and it's connected to the environment. So coming off in those little pieces versus just coming off in a full smooth sheet has to do with your environment, they're saying. And there's this aspect of independence that's being brought forward. So your bravery and your perseverance, maybe in connection with that environment, there is this acknowledgement of your independence, is what they're showing me.
I like that because when Debbie mentioned the skin, I was thinking of the shedding of skin too. And I wrote down coming into your own power.
Yeah, and letting go. So that's interesting.
Ooh, I like that.
Shed. There's the card. Interesting.
And what is distracting you from doing that? Because a lot of times snakes can also offer distraction, right?
Mm-hmm. And did you all see that she said,
Yeah.
You put it up there, the little snakes. There were little snakes and one big snake.
There was a big snake with teeth and then a lot of little snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I do also, if you were going to try to put it into something that's happening right now for you, Lena, like, because, you know, obviously we have dreams to help us along with what's kind of happening around us in our energy right now. That there's that you're feeling burdened somewhere. You're feeling burdened. How am I going to, Lena, it's you, and like, how am I going to succeed, or how am I able to make it to the end of the month financially? I don't know where this energy fits for you, but how am I going to do this? How am I ever going to get through this? There's something that you're carrying here. But your spirit team also is saying with this opportunity that it's coming to you, it's catching your eye, and it's like you have this one snake with the teeth like really coming at you, and then a bunch of little ones around it. But that snake represents something that is kind of like. But anyway, all that to say is, I'm getting together we can. You have the harmony, and you have Mother love her, and the Mother Earth love her. It also could represent yourself, or connecting with someone else, or it could be the Earth. But in doing so, in letting go and going, okay, I can. Together we can. Then that freedom and abundance comes, and the cycle, that connection, and that loyal, the abundance of loyalty will be there for you. So I feel like my job is very challenging. Okay. Well, wherever this energy fits for you, but I do feel that the dream is kind of allowing you to pause and go, okay.
My job is stressful, lots of layoffs.
Okay. There you go.
There's yep.
There it is.
And they're drawing back to that environment part about it. And so in it was interesting because you're talking to someone who, I love snakes. I have zero fear literally around them. I grew up if I could have 100 pet snakes, I would have. And then I pulled the fear card so that it's giving you, it's like they're bringing the dream part to assist you in this lifetime, in this moment, that you made it through the fear of being around the snakes. So in that, it's like it's showing you that you have the ability to move through these parts where it's fearful.
And who am I next?
Yeah.
Am I next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like it looks like you will persevere through this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure. No, I had the Eight of Swords here, and it's interesting because now that we're talking about the layoffs and everything, you feel a little out of control. You don't have control of the situation. Initially, I was seeing that larger snake is actually you. It's like you breaking through. And I got the Seven of Pentacles too, so that breakthrough kind of a
look at
feel,
that. Yeah.
right?
Ooh,
And
good
getting
thing
through all
too.
that crap. But with the Eight of Swords, it's not only a restraint, but yeah, those could be snakes, just kind of
Oh, look
holding
at
you
that.
back.
Mhm.
And this is you breaking through.
Oh,
So
look at that. Yeah.
and I think that kind of goes back to coming into your own power too, and realizing, regardless of the outcome of the current situation, always remember that you are the one that's in control of how you react to whatever the outcome may be.
Mhm.
So that's something to think of too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow, Lena. Well, blessings to you, and put that on the prayer list
Mm-hmm.
as well. I mean, your job and stuff. And
It was 10101 when I just looked up at the
Oh, wow.
timer.
oh, wow.
That's
We
interesting.
like that.
We do. Like
Was it my turn?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Mhm.
Martha Bean.
Martha Bean.
Martha Bean. I don't know if I've seen that name.
it's
Oh,
adorable.
I love it.
That is
We all
adorable.
woke up.
Woo.
I'm glad we're getting some new names up here on the.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Martha Bean here?
Martha
Oh, right.
Bean.
No.
Luna's here.
Luna's here. I think you said Martha Bean, and she's like, "Is that my new nickname?"
Right.
Because
Luna Bean.
Luna Bean,
Luna Bean.
Luna Bean, Luna.
And thank you, Sharon Sipe. No worries. She was saying that her internet keeps
Oh yeah.
put the link for Scott. Thank you.
Martha Bean is here.
Wonderful.
Yay. She said yes.
Yes, she was on it.
Wonderful.
Um,
Why would someone keep dreaming that they are still in school and failing? Please, that's so funny. I literally have that exact same repetitive dream where I'm not going to graduate. And I graduated with no problem, but I literally am in grade 12 thinking that I do not have enough credits. And I have that's the most repetitive dream that I've had. Interesting.
yeah.
So this is for both of us, Martha.
Okay.
Interesting.
Generally, when this dream keeps coming in, our spirit team is Luna. It usually is in regards to feeling like an imposter somewhere in your own life. So the spirit team is trying to bring up that, bring attention to this area because so you can heal and expand, right? We're here to experience and expand, right? And so when this dream comes in, there's an area that is kind of where you're feeling like that imposter syndrome possibly something that type of energy. And so it's an opportunity to take inventory of where do I feel like I'm just that I'm not having that imposter syndrome, and then taking the wheels of the bus and going, yep, nope, this is where I belong, and I'm good at this, and instead of continuing kind of feeling like, oh, I'm not as good as Lisa and Kevin. I don't think I should be up here doing readings. I don't feel good about that. I probably shouldn't. I'm not good enough. That type of feeling.
You basically just read my cards. So it's perfect. So that imposter with the loneliness and the grief around it, and then the ghosts of kind of like that ghost, if you will. And so in the inventory part, they're saying that prayer will help with it to give you peace in that. And so the affirmations and how we tell ourselves who we are and who we are not, the prayer part around it will really
Yes.
give you security and peace.
She says that's right on. Thanks so much.
And I have the magic card for you. It says, shift your focus to a positive view. We are all interconnected, linked by a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You have magic in you.
Ooh, I'm getting chills on that one, Lisa.
Yeah.
Good. That's so good.
So
For all of us, you guys.
Yeah, own that stuff, guys. Get in there.
Cat Mama says, and me too, both high school and college.
You know, the one that I get, it's not that I'm failing, it's that I've missed a class a whole semester and didn't know that.
Like
I didn't even, completely just didn't go the whole time. So I get that one often.
You're like, oh my gosh, I'm falling behind.
Yeah, for sure.
Elise, it's your turn.
All right. So many good ones in here.
I was kind of going for names that we haven't thrown up on the screen.
Trying for that as well. That's cool that you said that.
Hugs, Teresa. Mama Bear says, I don't dream that much, but when I do, it feels real. You probably are having more of an experience than a dream, right?
Stories by the Numbers. Welcome.
Nice.
Are you here? Stories by the Numbers.
Stories by the Numbers. I go
Hope you're here because I like that name too.
I go to the alleyway and enter back of the building, first floor basement, where I find every material possession I want.
Oh.
I never take anything. When I wake up from the dream, it feels real, and real life feels like a dream.
Wow.
Yeah. So Stories by the Number is here.
Okay. Awesome. One thing that just comes in my mind automatically is prioritizing. Your priorities are. You keep your priorities in check, or either that or it's a reminder to do so. There's really something about, you're sitting there, you've got all this stuff, every possible thing you could ever want or need, and you decide to just leave it there. There's something with that. There's something super deep with that. I like that. I think that there's some confidence with that dream. There's a lot of self-confidence with that dream. And it could also be a realization that, you just can't take certain things with you. Maybe it's that self-enrichment. The riches within you, right? That's a good one.
Oh, here she goes again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's biting on me. All right. So, see her?
You're a good girl, you are, yes.
Did you hear that, Lisa?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard her.
Oh, look at her. Okay, they see you. This is being taped. You're on camera. You're
Oh
on.
my gosh, when cats attack. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's no
Oh
joke, man.
my goodness,
No joke.
Luna.
No, look at her. She'll be
She
lovey, and
she
then she'll just bite you, right?
she is like a ninja over there.
Wow.
So, so when you talk about a building, you're talking about yourself, right? So in general, so I'm just going to throw out some symbols here. So I'm not piggybacking off of what Lisa said. I'm just throwing some symbols out here. So in general, when you talk about a building, you're talking about you.
Mm,
So then you're entering the back of the building in the basement. So this is something that's hidden, right? This is
mhm,
something that probably is from the past because you're going to the back of the building and you're going to the basement, which so you hid that there. You hid it.
mhm,
And so it's some hidden desires, right? So because it's like all the possessions you'd ever want. So you've hidden these desires. Um, gosh, I feel like, man, open that up. Go ahead and release that. Live that out. For some reason, you have pushed those down and pushed your desires back in the back because of whatever narrative we have out here. And I'm just like, oh no, live that out. What do you desire? It's okay, because so much of life has told us, oh no, it's wrong to want that or have that or do this. Um, um, Go on vacation. You shouldn't go on vacation. You should be saving your money. For what? What are you going to save your money for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, go on vacation.
mhm.
What are you going to wait, 10 years down the road? And I'm going to take that vacation now. You just missed 10 years where you could have been, So I'm not saying, be responsible, but you know what I'm saying? That's the
Mhm.
energy that I'm sensing from this, just because I'm just following the symbols. But Kevin and Lisa tapped in on the psychic thing.
Yeah, what I got was they highlighted was the back of the building. They starred that and then they stopped you before you went in, and it was about being seen, and that the abundance and acceptance is tied to your worthiness. And in that, they want to remind you that your desire to be in service is about being seen and that you are for the world. So you don't just have to be the observer. So standing into that, it's just this acceptance and embrace and embodiment to be seen is what they're saying. So that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on there for you. Stories by numbers. Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that one.
There is. There's
Yeah,
a
there it
lot
is. I wanted to
there's
stay in it. Hmm.
there's a lot to unpack here, and it's something that this
Yeah.
is where super encourage you to journal, write this out,
Yeah.
and kind of look at where it fits you.
Hi, Marby. Hi, Wayne. Hi, Pamela.
Okay.
Hello to everyone. All right. How are we for time? What I'm just checking in. What's the plan?
Do you want to
I
do
think we
one
have time
more?
for one more.
Do
Sure.
one more, and then we'll end
Sounds
it
good.
there.
We already did Martha Bean. All right, one. I don't think I've seen this name. Ilmara? Ilmara?
Ilmara. Hi, Ilmara.
I dreamt of my first love at 14 years of age. He had rejected me in real life. Same in
The dream.
the dream. Not sure what the message was. Ilmara, are you still here? Are you still here? Ilmara.
Ilmara, can you hear me?
I dreamed of my first at 14 years old.
Yes,
He rejected
she's
me.
here.
Okay.
Hello, Trey.
Is there anything you could add to that from what are we missing?
And so Ilmara, when you step into that energy, the first thing I get is like, well, if I put myself out there, I'm going to be that rejection piece. So it becomes like this piece of fear in you. And so when your spirit team brings that in, they want to remind you this is an area they want you to release, so that it's not putting a block on you. Stories by Numbers.
Thank you,
That's
story.
Thank
so
you.
kind. Yeah.
Blessings to you.
Oh, so kind.
So it's almost like
She's happily married now.
okay, yeah. So it's not about marriage. It's not about being rejected like that. It's more about where are you not putting yourself out there in fear, and it's something you love. Like you're like, okay, I want to start, and I'm just making this up. I want to start a YouTube channel and start doing readings and do readings on, but then you stop yourself because of that piece that you haven't worked on, that
Yeah.
piece of being that rejection, doing something, being a part of something you love. This is I would love that. That would be so cool. So however that fits for you, I feel like the opportunity of your spirit team coming in here saying, we need you to work on this little piece. You need to release this.
I love the way you're explaining that, because that's a nice friendly reminder that it's not always just about the subject matter. It can be just so much about the feeling and the emotion behind
And your
it.
team uses whatever
Mhm.
dictionary you have for them to use. And Elmara says, that's it. I want to start doing readings. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that's where you need to start the work, Elmara, is going in there and releasing that piece. In fact, they just showed me the whole Ho'oponopono prayer and releasing that. So if you don't know what that prayer is, go ahead and Google that, YouTube that, and do that prayer in regards to this old boyfriend from 14, even though, but it's more about you're bringing in that whole, that you grabbed onto that at that moment and said, I never want to feel this rejection again. Right. And so now it's become a block for you to move into anything that you would love to do, something like doing readings.
Okay. And
But I pulled. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, to you.
I'll just be quick. I have the 8 of Cups, and that's literally leaving something behind.
There you
so
go.
It's leaving that feeling behind.
Yes,
and I think this is your team saying, we're protecting you. You know, you've always got that element of safety. You've got your safety net around you, that little nest. So I think that goes along with what Debbie was saying.
Yeah, and
Go
I'll
ahead.
echo you both, Debbie and Lisa. I got the trust card, I got the intuition card, and the manifest card. And so in that, just stepping into it, and the attachment part about the feeling is connected to your intuition and the manifesting. So in that, step into it, Almara.
Mm-hmm.
Giving you a big hug.
And now that you have a wrench in here, Ilmara, when you get going, post your little links and stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Totally.
Because we're all supporting you as well.
We are 100%.
Mm-hmm. Good questions today.
All right. So now if you guys have prayer requests, now's the time to put your intention out there, and we can put it. We always do the unspoken ones, but we also, if you want to have it written down and throwing your intention in writing there is also good energy in that intention. The last time Kevin did that, you did it at the same time.
Oh yeah, hang on.
And I'm like, are they talking to each other? What are they doing?
That was so funny when that happened. Yeah, totally unplanned. It came back at the same time.
And there are people here also that keep a list, and I keep a list as well. So it's nice to have them written down. We can kind of.
I'm starring them.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Yay, everyone. I'll just read them while you start. Love and light and hugs to everyone. Prayers for everyone here. Prayers for Chile. World peace from Cheryl. Pamela, prayers for our country. Hilda, prayers for our President Biden. Stories by the numbers, prayers for my mom, Nydia, to heal from cancer. I believe in miracles. I do too. Stories by numbers. Susan, prayers for healing of the digestive system, please. Carol, prayers for people, animals, and it jumped up. People, animals, and all for East Palestine, Ohio. 100%, Carol. Sharp Lisa, prayers for Ukraine. Let there be peace. Amanda, prayers for James, son of my sweetheart Ernest, who passed a year ago. He called last night having a okay. Hilda, prayers for wonderful readers and all of them. Oh, thank you, Hilda. Sissy, I need prayers for good health. Yes. Martha, prayers for Sarah Hoyle, healing from tongue cancer. Okay. Hi, Lori. Pamela, prayers for healing our waters and food supplies. Thank you, Pamela. 100%. Our water. Yes. Wayne, prayer for Suzanne to get her blood sugar under control. Yes. Prayers for my husband's depression and me for resolution of pain and body. Okay, Faye. Prayers for my daughter to find her own way. Yes, Suzanne. Annie Bear, yes. Prayers for JJ. Thank you. Cat Mama. Prayers for the plants, animals, people stuck in bad weather. Prayers for my dad, Patricia. Sharon. Patricia's dad is 90. Sharon, sending prayers and love and big hugs to everyone. Yes, thank you. Suzanne says it's 2:22 here. Good time to start these prayers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take prayer for my gallbladder surgery on Thursday.
This Thursday?
This Thursday.
Definitely.
Kevin says I'm going to be fine.
Yeah. Didn't we have this conversation about your gallbladder?
A long time ago.
Yes.
And I was complaining about my eyes, and you're like, I'm getting it has to do, and you didn't even know anything about my gallbladder, and you're like, I'm getting it's about your gallbladder. I'm like, how can my eyes be about my gallbladder? But apparently it's a thank you, Annie Bear. Apparently it's connected to everything, and apparently I'm going to be like a new human after this.
I've had mine out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it changed your life, right?
Life changing. Yes.
Yeah. Kim as well.
Parts.
Kim intuitive.
Do you know that there's a lot of mediums that have had their gallbladder out?
Wow.
I'm just saying. Anyways,
well,
prayers to you.
I mean, this is, you guys, if anybody has, Suzanne, you've had yours removed. Anyone who knows anything about the gallbladder, which I didn't know that was what was going on with me, but I have had issues and challenges for many, many years, and I have a high tolerance to pain. So I'll lay there and going, oh, I'm going to die, but here we go, and I'll sit through it. And, but I didn't realize that it was all attached to the gallbladder.
Yeah.
And a robot's going to do it. So that'll be interesting. AI.
Wow.
I'm having an AI surgery.
Wow.
It's like I'm going to a spaceship. My sis is a psychic and hers is gone. Wow, yeah. Amara.
Interesting.
There you go. I'm just joining the team.
Thank you. So should I do a voluntary removal or what?
Totally.
I feel so left out. I'm going to have all these dreams now. I'm going to fail my classes.
Totally.
Fear of missing out, man. I'm so hurt.
Well, I'm late to the table. So I've just been holding on to mine for way too long.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I know several people who have had very successful experiences with having them removed. So
Yeah.
glad
It's not AI, Pamela. I think there's a doctor on the other end of it. They're not just sending me into the room with a bunch of.
I was wondering, you gonna get beamed up and then up to
Well, I
ship
guess
it back down?
the robot is the one doing the. Did they do that with you, Kevin, where the robot is the one that goes in? No, it was like a person.
No.
Oh, Deb, I don't want to read yours. Deb's all, I had mine out, not the message.
Mine was fine. It was just the stamina. Took me a while to, but yeah, it was no complications.
It's the after effect.
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll see how you feel after, Deb, and then I'll sign up after it's
All
over.
right.
Well, it's like it's anesthetic. You know what I mean? Like that part leaving the body.
That part I hate.
It's like so it's like I didn't feel like myself, and I had the one thing because they use a gas to inflate your stomach to do the surgery.
It's the inflation after that.
But you can feel the pain in your shoulder, which is really strange
because the air goes all up to your.
Yeah.
I've had laparoscopy surgery before, so I know what I'm in for in that.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for the love, everyone, and everybody. A lot of people. Kay, yeah.
I think some lurkers came out just to share that they've had.
Suzanne's hysterectomy was robotic. Oh, interesting, Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing
nothing other than light walking for a week. No problem, Suzanne. I'm good at doing nothing. I'm really good at it.
Holy daughter. You just got a wrench. All right. So, thank you for the prayers, guys. And do either of you have anything coming up you wanted to mention, or
are we gonna spend some time with intentions on the prayers, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
We got so distracted. I'm so sorry. Yes, let's do that.
Debbie, are you leading?
Oh, I thought Lisa was. I mean, we're on her channel, so I'm waiting.
You know what? I'll give it a shot.
And Linda just went live, so we're gonna lose some people.
All right, well, guys,
we're gonna go into prayer now. If you guys want to go,
peace out.
Peace out. Our intention, we're gonna go into prayer intention right now. If you want to go, like Linda, that's all.
Welcome to my channel, guys. This is what happens here. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for the prayers. And everything was starred and read. So everybody just get cozy and comfy where you are. Oh, what, Kevin?
Brian's going to do this snow. This is crazy, but Brian's going to do that. We got a lot of snow. I'm going to mute my microphone. So if I don't turn it back on, goodbye. I love you all, but I'm going to stay here. But I'm muting.
Okay.
The snowblower.
Okay. So everyone.
Welcome to Spirit Intuitive Tarot.
Welcome. That's all I can say, guys. Those of you who have left already are getting ready to leave, thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much.
Blessings.
Many blessings. Those of you who are here and whoever watches this later. All right. Everybody just get in a really comfortable position. Close your eyes. If you can, feet firmly on the ground. Take some deep breaths. Slowly in. 1. And out. 2. In. And out. And while you're breathing in and out, just think, starting. Just start relaxing. Your eyelids, even your jaw, down through your throat chakra. Let the tension out in your arms and legs, your fingers and toes. Give them a little wiggle. We're in a circle. We're all joining hands in a circle. That bright beam of light in the center, going as far as you can see up to the. And you can feel the love all around you, the calm. You might even feel a little bit of a cool breeze. Constant stream of energy, connecting everyone to each other. And any thoughts that you have that you'd like to just let go of, just let that go. You can actually visually see it just leaving your body and going outward. And any intentions that you have, any messages you'd like to share, any type of communication, push it toward that light and let that go. And with all this shared energy, if there's something that you require, if there's something you need from that light, step into that light and just absorb whatever it is that you'd like to take away from that same light. You might be seeing colors. You might be seeing those musical notes we like to refer to. And with that breeze, it's everybody's memories and love and prayers, all kind of spiraling up to the sky and even going downward. And don't forget you're still letting go with your body and relaxing, being mindful of your breathing and that unity and that love and that feeling. And as always, this is always an environment you can revisit at any time. It doesn't have to be just in this moment. It can be any time you need to do that. Now step back. Step back. Come back into yourself. Take some final breaths. When you guys are ready, open your eyes.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm still like vibrating.
Very cool.
Karen says Kay Muldoon needs a wrench.
Oh, well, that has to happen.
The most like the takeaway here, guys, is that space is there. We can connect in any time we want through the week and connect back right into this energy that we just all put in there.
I don't see Kale Muldoon.
There she is. She said, "Thank you, Lisa."
Oh, I have one now. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, blessings, everyone.
Yes.
And next week we are on Kevin Lewis's channel.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ will be back then.
Hopefully
Yeah.
JJ will be
Hopefully,
back.
hopefully,
And
yeah.
but we will be doing personal readings on Kevin's channel next week. So, and then you'll see it. You'll see on all of our perspective channels. So make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. All the different things that we offer on our channels, and the community coming together. It's all about the community, guys. I'm telling you. So
Definitely.
blessings to you.
Yes. Blessings, guys.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.